everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Julie Busby. I'm the founder of Busby Group. We are a residential real estate team here in Chicagoland. And we like to do these different features for reasons, mainly just to provide resources to our clients and the general public in Chicago. And today I am featuring a good friend and someone I've been working with for over a decade, Kevin Grady with Allstate Insurance. So, Kevin, thank you for joining us today.
No, not a problem, Julie. Always a pleasure to work with you and your wonderful team.
We agree. So Kevin has been a lifesaver for myself, for our family, for insurance claims that we've had. He's walked us, navigated us through the process, as well as clients. And I will tell you, everyone out there, you will not have better experience. You really don't do yourself a disservice by not calling Kevin. But I wanted to highlight him today because there's so many homeowners out there that may not know how to look for things when they're buying a home as it relates to insurance. So I thought it would be fun to kind of chat about a few things that you recommend, and then anything else that you wanted to cover. So on that note, when there is a first-time home buyer looking for a condo or a single-family home, what should they be looking for in regards to insurance?
Sure. A couple of things. Let's start with homes first. The first thing I would say when you're buying a home, spend the money, get a home inspection. That is so valuable. And what they want to check out, I'd say a couple points to the home inspector, have them check the roof because that's where so many claims are coming from. And
Mm,
insurance is very picky on that. And have them check your basement. Have you seen water in the basement? If so, have they fixed that? You
agreed.
know, um, and then, I would make sure that they're going with a reputable insurance company. What I say by that is bigger is better. There's a lot of online companies that have popped up or smaller companies. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but if you have to rebuild that, your 500,000 or $1 million home, you want a company like an Allstate, a State Farm, one of the bigger companies because we have the assets to do it. Or if someone slips and falls at your house, and they're suing you, I want a big name defending you who's going to get the best attorneys and we're going to look out for your best interests.
Absolutely. That's actually very true. We have had to go through that, Kevin, as you know, with a few things with our home, and you have just been a lifesaver in regards to making sure we were protected. So, on that note, well, one thing is when you're purchasing, also, what do you think about a clue report? A clue report is something where you can get information on insurance claims in the last 5 years. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah. So that's a great question, Julie. So when all insurance companies share information, it's called a clear list report. But when we pull it up as an agent, I'm basically pulling it, like we pull it under people's names and the address. So like if you're buying a home at 101 Main Street, those claims may show up, they may not. So what I tell everybody is because I cannot run a clear report on the sellers because I don't have their permission, basically. So
Right.
what we tell people, ask the selling attorney, selling realtor and attorney, can we have what's called a loss run for the last,
Mm,
5 years? This way it will detail any losses. If there was a major fire or if they've had a lot of water, it's something that, you want to have them investigate.
that's good to know. I actually never knew that name. So it's called a loss run, and it'll
Yeah.
pull like the last 5 years of
Yes.
what's happened. Okay,
Yeah,
that's really
it's
good
like a
information.
loss run or loss report, and it's very standard. I mean, it takes us 15 minutes to to pull. Or if they have to get it from underwriting or claims, maybe a day. And it's nothing. If they're not providing it, they probably are hiding something.
Great, good point. Now, something that you and I have chatted about in the past, I wanted to bring up is coverage on sump pumps and ejectors.
Yes, I was just
That's
going to talk about that.
okay. Perfect.
That is probably one of our biggest losses. So, basically, water backup is if your sewers or your sump pump back up. So, if you have a finished basement, you definitely want to look at coverage for that. We have options of 5,000, 10,000, 25, or 50. 5,000 used to be the magic number, 20 years ago. Now, I would say tell people to look at least 10,000 or higher,
Agreed.
because 5,000 just doesn't get you that far anymore, unfortunately. But it's definitely a coverage you want to have because we pay out on that a lot.
So I am just going to say from experience, Kevin told me that when I bought my first single family home. to make sure we had that coverage. And thank goodness Kevin gave me that advice because we did have to use it.
Yeah.
With that said, it's a good segue into claims. When does it make sense to file a claim, and when does it make sense to not file a claim?
Yes. Yeah. So now, unfortunately, in the environment that we are with insurance, we look at claims, and if you're coming and there's too many claims, I'm
Mm,
not going to be able to write you. But the problem is, if you have too many claims and you get dropped, it's going to be very hard to find people insurance, and we'd have to go to like basically the high risk market. So what I tell people is, I kind of a rule: if you're getting like under 1,000 or $1,500, it's probably not worth filing.
right,
And if you ever, so if you ever have to file a claim, if you call like our 800 number, any of the company's 800 numbers, it's just automatically filed. That is the value of a local agent, where you can call me, hey, Kevin, I have a small water leak. What do you think? And I can
right.
give you my opinion. Hey, that's worth filing. Or, I can say to one, here's one all state preferred contractors. Let them come over and take a look. So that is the value of a local agent. But it's not worth filing, unfortunately, nickel and dime claims. Not that I don't want to tell people to file claims, but I would want to tell people to be smart about it.
Agreed. And you've been a great counselor to us and to clients about that, when it makes sense, when it does not. And I mean, Kevin's been spot on. So that's very advantageous to have a local insurance broker so you can call them. I've had too many clients who are with another large company and they don't have a local representative and they don't get this type of counsel advice. So, um, very, very good point. So, on that note, I love you. Our team loves you. All of our clients basically love you. But what else? Why? I'd like you to share like what you provide to clients and why you think you stand out. And I can always add a few things as well.
Sure. I mean, I've been doing this for 23 and a half years. We have over 6,000 clients, and my cell phone is right on my email. So I'd say everyone has my cell phone. I have taken calls on Christmas Eve.
I have.
I've been taking calls on vacation before. 'Cause I mean, if someone's house burns to the ground, or if, we had last year so many pipes freezing, that's not a
Yes.
problem. I want to help people. And if not, we have 3 full-time staff who work here who are, very experienced, you know, and we're here to help. So I don't mind taking cell phone calls. And I actually really enjoy my job. I like the company I work for. I feel like we take care of people. So, I think, and I'm always very straightforward with people. I feel like if you call me, if I cannot help you, I will be the first one to tell you to stay where you're at. Or I have clients who've left us for other reasons. I'm like, listen, the phone is always open. I've had many old clients call, hey, Kevin, I'm still with my carrier, but I have a question.
Right.
I'll spend time with you and help you out because that's what I enjoy doing, and it's the right thing.
Yes. Well, I will echo that. It sounds like you and I got in business at the same time. I'm also 23 years, so no wonder we get along so well. We've seen
Mhm.
it all from doing our careers for 23 years. We've seen it all, and I enjoy my career as well. And I see it in Kevin. He has a passion for insurance, and I've never worked with another insurance broker who is knowledgeable and hands-on. Honestly, will truly help you navigate a stressful process. Insurance is not something that you just, apples to apples. I'm going to be honest. It's a world of difference when you have the right service with your insurance provider. So keep that in mind and just use Kevin as a resource. If you want to call for a second opinion, like he said, he's always there and available to help. So thank you. We, from the bottom of my heart, you're all the assistance you've helped my team and myself and our clients. We truly appreciate you. And I'm so happy that you're able to share some information with our clients.
No, thank you, Julie, and same thing. If, I just say this, my cell phone is, if, it's 773-354-2774, just so people can get a hold of me. It's always a pleasure. Your team is phenomenal, and we refer all our clients to you too, and we're just lucky to have someone to work with like you.
We love working with you as well. So thank you. And we'll talk soon, I'm
Sounds
sure.
good. Thank you,
Okay.
Julie.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.